The Wind Through the Dry Canyon. Part 1. The Shadow Returns. The wind rose from the west, carrying the scorched scent of sand and echoes of old times. On the red dirt road, stained by the afternoon sun, a lone rider appeared, casting a long shadow across the dusty ground. A worn leather duster hung from their shoulders, a cowboy hat pulled low over their face, only the faint glow of a half-burned cigarette flickered at the corner of their mouth. That rider was Elias Crow, or at least, that name had once been a legend. The town of Red Hollow emerged around a bend, small and faded like a sun-bleached memory. Crooked wooden signs tilted in the wind, the saloon's doors creaking softly. No one spoke, but eyes watched from windows, from porches, from the shadows behind tattered curtains. Elias didn't look back. He dismounted, boots kicking up dust on the wooden steps, and pushed through the doors of Langton's saloon. Inside, the air was darker, thick with the smell of old wood, sweat, and memories. The room fell silent as he entered. Even the mournful tune from the rickety piano stopped mid-note. Behind the counter, Mira Langton looked up. Her eyes met his, and for a moment, time seemed to crack. Something shattered in her gaze, though she didn't let it show. "Dead yet?" Mira asked, her voice flat, as if inquiring about the price of a bottle. Elias's lips twitched, but he didn't smile. "The wind's still blowing through the dry canyon," he replied. "Guess that means not yet." Mira didn't press further. She poured him a glass of whiskey and set it on the wooden counter as if nothing were amiss. But her hand trembled slightly as she pulled it back, just enough for Elias to notice. "This town's changed," he said, his voice rough like sand grating in his throat. "No," Mira replied. "It's just more rotten." Elias raised the glass to his lips, the sharp burn of whiskey searing his throat like an old whip. It felt like coming alive again, familiar yet distant. "I'm not here to stir trouble." "No one believes you, Elias," Mira said, holding his gaze longer. "Not even me." He gave a slight nod, accepting it. 10 years was a lifetime in this land, a place where a famous name could become a curse and an old promise could turn into a sin. "I'm here to find a place to bury my father. He died last year up north in Montana. I'm bringing his ashes back." "You swore you'd never return to Red Hollow." "And I swore I'd never kill again," Elias said with a faint shrug. "But some things don't follow oaths." Mira stared at him for a long time. Her face no longer held the youthful glow of years past, but her eyes, God, they were still sharp as a dagger's edge. "Clayton Pike's been running this town for 3 years," she said. "He doesn't take kindly to shadows too big wandering into his territory." "Don't care," Elias said curtly. "I'm here for the dirt. Then I'm gone." "I believed that once," Mira said, her words cutting like a blade. 10 years ago." Elias didn't respond. He drained his glass, stood, and turned to leave. The wind outside howled through the cracks, like a ghost calling. As he moved toward the door, Mira spoke without looking at him. "His name's Toby. 10 years old. Likes horses more than books. Has your eyes." Elias froze. His heart skipped a beat, slower than it should. Mira didn't turn around. She poured herself another drink. "And he doesn't know a thing." A heavy silence fell. Elias didn't look back. He lowered his head, adjusted his hat, and walked out, leaving behind a swinging saloon door and the wail of the wind through the dry canyon.